Dear students, now it's time to apply what we have learned in the CSS, JavaScript, and HTML. And this project is being built using the simple JS, the CSS, what we have learned already, and HTML, nothing fancy. The fancy things like the SAS, the Bootstrap, and advanced JS we will be using after that, if the time permits. But this week, we're gonna learn how to build this Glassmorphism and this animated login form, and how to make some presentable modern website with uh, simple tools. What you have learned so far, the simple CSS and JavaScript and HTML. So let me give it a little the tour of this. What we have done so far. First thing, this is tilting, as you could see. So this is being done by the vanilla tilt JavaScript. This is the only thing what we have to get it from the internet. Rest, this is very simple. Say for example, we've got a login form, and this is the login or register, and there is a transition between these buttons. This is simple buttons built in the divs, nothing fancy, and simple CSS to do this transition. Okay, from getting one form and getting the next form, right? This is the registration form wherein we have the email ID, and you see when you hover over the mouse, this text becomes bigger. The placeholder, what we call, becomes the bigger, and if we press enter, or click it, it's gone. So you can start writing. Okay, same is with these guys, and this is rest is a password and all. Here you see the moment you hover the mouse, there is some greenish border coming up, and if you leave the mouse, there is a white that glaze coming in, and if you click it now, it looks like that this button is being slided. Actually, we have done the trick of getting the color here rather than this button. Okay, and when you leave the mouse, and there is that white shadow coming up. Okay, so this is only the box shadow, where we actually change the box shadow on the mouse hover and all. And if you go on social icons, they will get that orange haze, okay, to pop them up. So it looks like they are animated. And if you go to remember password, you just hover it, it's popping up and becoming white and all. And if you go to the login, you see it changes that the color pattern. Okay, you see it goes from white to red, and if you leave the mouse, it goes back to its white, that shadow box shadow. And the overall this card, the login card, is transparent. It's a Glassmorphism. We have adapted the Glassmorphism here because you can look through the background, and background is visible. Okay, and also it has some kind of a like the light has been shown on this glass, as you could see. Okay, so this is pretty easy. It's not something difficult. We can do it easily using the HTML and CSS and simple JavaScript we have learned so far. Advanced concepts will be after this, to build the there are two things: to build the very modern websites, and also very fast. So that for that we need to learn advanced techniques of like Bootstrap, advanced JS, and SAS, and Flexbox, and many more. Okay.